Ghana is embracing a new change in the educational system in Ghana. We all know in Ghana here, the official language here is English, and they also have their local dialect, which is the Twi language. Right now, the Minister of Education in Ghana has finally made a law that the use of the Twi language would be used to teach students in Ghana schools. Isn't this amazing? Watch this video, guys. Don't forget to like and share.
Okay, so the Ghana Education Service just made a game-changing reform. Let me explain. You see, the Minister of Education, Haruna Iddrisu, just announced from now on, teachers across all basic schools must use the mother tongue or local dialect of the child as a language of instruction. Now, let me make you understand this better. You see, this isn't just a minor reform. It's mandatory. He directed the Education Service to strictly enforce the policy. Now, here's why this matters. You see, when children learn in language they speak at home, comprehension improves, engagement increases, and they don't feel like an outsider in their own classroom. The minister made a point that a child learns best in a familiar language. Well, believe it or not, but that's absolutely true. You see, studies across Africa, including Ghana, have shown pupils taught in their first language perform far better in reading, writing, and problem solving. Now, this is the same logic behind UNESCO support for mother tongue education worldwide. Now, here's where it gets complicated. You see, Ghana has over 80 local languages. So imagine a classroom in Accra with children from 5 different ethnic backgrounds. Now, the question is, which language do you use? Now, that's a real challenge teachers are already talking about. Another concern is resources. Most of our textbooks and teaching guides are written in English. So if this policy is to work, the government will have to translate materials, train teachers, and maybe even redesign the curriculum to fit each local context. Now, the truth is, if done right, this reform could be revolutionary. It could preserve our language, boost literacy, and make education feel more Ghanaian, not just a colonial leftover. So now my question is, can Ghana Education Service pull this off nationwide, or will it end up as another
Mr. President, the Director General of GES is here. You have emphasized that we should shift focus to basic education and to improve learning outcomes at the basic level. Mr. President, the story is told of a young girl whose teacher somewhere in the Ashanti region went in and was waxing English, teaching at that early stages of development. Then the child told the teacher that, so Mr. President, in line with that and with your authority, I'm directing the Director General of the Ghana Education Service and the GES that from today, teacher use of mother tongue instruction is now compulsory in all Ghanaian schools. The GES is to ensure strict enforcement of this. That child, that Ghanaian child, was not born into an English family, but a proud Asante Akan family, and deserves to learn. This is part of President Mohammed's research agenda. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, today we are discussing higher education, and for President Mahama, he wants to expand access to quality, relevant education. Let me acknowledge Kofi Asare, one of those who draw our attention every at that time to some of the crookedness of the policies we may be pursuing. I'm also happy to...
My people, if we truly say we want to decolonize Africa, then let's stop pretending, because freedom doesn't begin with guns or flags. It begins with language. Breaking news, family. So Ghana has taken a bold and beautiful step. Okay, the Educational Minister Haruna Iddrisu says from now on schools will teach in our local languages. Put your hands together for him. And he said not just English. And honestly, I feel this is very deep. Okay, because if we want to free Africa, we must start by freeing the African mind. You see, when we were kids, okay, they used to punish us for speaking our own mother tongue. Some of us were made to actually kneel or wear language tags just because we spoke in Twi, Ewe, Gan, or Dagbani. And that is how far the colonial mentality went. They made us believe our own voice was wrong. But look around now. Africans are talking again. Social media has become our new classroom. We are teaching ourselves, we are questioning the system, and finding pride in who we are. And I'll tell you something. What is happening in Burkina Faso under Captain Ibrahim Traoré is awakening the whole continent up. His courage is shaking the chains of our minds. And you can see other African leaders slowly starting to rise, to think, and to act for their people. That is why we must keep supporting and defending Ibrahim Traore, because he's no longer just one man. He is a symbol of African hope. And Ghana's decision to make local languages the heart of our education is proof that Africa is slowly healing. So, I will ask you this. How can we say we are free if our children still learn to think like the colonizers? How can we love Africa if we are ashamed to speak like Africans? And if we truly want independence, shouldn't it start with how we think, teach, and raise the next generation? Let me know your answer in the comment section. Gradually, Africa is waking up. This is our time. So let's support this move. Let's defend our identity and let's keep the fire burning. We are still in charge.
Education Minister Mr. Haruna Idris shi kuma ya zo yau ya je ya yi magana ya meet GES Ghana Education Service ya direct su soma gwada abukan da with local language yadda za a yi yara ko Ghanaian child su su understand abin da ake koya musu wai yaran da ake haifa ba a haife su with any English parents bane so ya kamata kuma gwada musu abu cikin local language yadda za a yi su understand.
Hey, don't speak Twi. Hey, don't speak Twi. Hey, don't speak Twi. Nyame adom abusia ni nyina bara wiye. Eye Honorable Minister for Education. Eda ba betudwa NSA. Say yemfa ye krom kasa enkyere ade ewo school mu. Enti teachers for nyinara waye hye emom se mudi yankasa krom kasa ebe kyere ade. Eye akankasa no ezimakasa kasa ene bonja ene frafrakasa no ene sise semode be kyere ade ewo school mu. Mumenkoti asama minister nankasa kai na wi
Mr. President, the story is told of a young girl whose teacher somewhere in the Ashanti region went in and was waxing English, teaching at that early stages of development. Then the child told the teacher that eya kachi kakrana mentiasi. So Mr. President, in line with that and with your authority, I'm directing the Director General of the Ghana Education Service and the GES that from today, teacher use of mother tongue instruction is now compulsory in all Ghanaian schools.
Abusia na exams no say be chiro no so ye be chiro na ekrom kasa mu na ye be chiro no bofu mu. Ba cho mami hu adwenkyere e comment section.
I think every other countries in Africa should emulate Ghana when it comes to education. Yes, they prioritize anything education in Ghana than any other thing. Just look at the way the Minister of Education implemented the local dialect to be used in the school instead of English all the time. But the government of Ghana, that is the Minister of Education in Ghana, decided that the Twi language should be used in teaching the students in any school in Ghana. Like it's now a compulsory thing. It has been implemented. It has been stamped that it is a must that students are allowed to speak their local dialect or express themselves using the local dialect. Not in some schools, you hear a child speaking the local dialect, the teachers will be the one cautioning them, oh, speak English, oh, speak English, speak English. Because English is not a local dialect. English is a borrowed language. English is a westernized language. English is a brainwashed language given to us Africans. I'm so excited and I'm so glad to be alive this period to see that Ghana Minister of Education have decided that students should be able to express themselves using their local dialect and teachers should be able to teach the students using their local dialect. Like it's now been encouraged. And this is something we should also encourage in our society. Not every time, oh, your English is bad. Oh, you can't speak English. You don't even know how to write in English. You don't even know how to speak in English. You know, those statements would now be abolished, I think, in Ghana, starting from Ghana. And other African countries should follow suit also. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Is this a good move or is not? Please comment below, like this video and share.